Hello everyone and welcome back to Lucky Loaders 15, where I'll be giving you 3 of my best bets for tomorrow's racing. Now I just want to apologise first of all for coming out with a small loss today. It all started off with our next best in the feature race at Clairefontaine, where our next best, Devil for Freddie Head, had no chance really. They went at a mad pace from the off and he was left with far too much to do. But in the closing stages, he did make up a little bit of ground, and I think in the more slowly run race, which I was anticipating, he would be seen to good effect. And I'm not just going to give up on him yet. However, on his next run, I will make my mind up with him, and if he doesn't win or run well, I'm going to put him off my shortlist for future runs. So yeah, Devil was quite disappointing, but like I said, I just don't think the race was run to suit him. We then had a winner though at Lyon with Crystal Niet, using the weight allowance to good effect. Galinka really was a cosy winner at Lyon, so that was a good selection to have there. Originally advertised at 11 to 10, but there was a drift. I saw 6 to 4 not long before the off. So if you were able to get on that price, fair play to you there. And then with our Longshot Scottish Sun in the finale at Lyon, to be honest, I never even heard the commentator mention him, and he was towards the rear from what I could see in that big runner field, and it's a shame he couldn't run into a place where I thought he had some good form going into that race, but that's just the way it worked out. But yeah, we'll get into my selections for tomorrow's racing, where all 3 selections are going to be coming from France, and all 3 selections are double figure prices. And we're going to be starting at Moulins tomorrow, which is a track I've never heard of, but it's down in the south of France, and we're kicking off with our long shot in the 11:30. Now we're going with a horse here called Augustine. Now this horse is 16 to 1 with bookmakers at the moment and is trained by Adelaide Barrica, and Axel Nico is booked for the ride, claiming a handy £9. Now this jockey, Axel Nico, she's actually caught my eye quite a few times since the French racing's been on our screen. She's done me a couple of favours. I remember I actually backed 40 to 1 winner. Unfortunately I didn't give it to you guys, but I had a 40 to 1 winner on one of her rides. I think it was at Vichy a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, she's really impressed me. She's quite good tactically. She's strong in the finish as well, and I think she's got a good chance here. Now this horse finished 5th in a claimer last time at Angers over a mile, and that was the first start for this new stable. And I just think that was a bit too far in the trip for this horse. That was over a mile, dropping back to 7 furlongs today in this grade, I think will be seen to good effect. This horse, to be fair, hasn't cut it in handicaps at all, and running in claimers should suit it. And again, with the weight allowance like our nap today, this horse is going to be the bottom weight anyway in the claimer, without the £9 being applied to come off the horse's back from Axel Nico. I think Augustine went from the front last time out. If they can use those tactics again, I think under this nice low racing weight at 16 to 1, it's a massive player. He hasn't been the most consistent horse in his career, but I just think maybe his time could be coming. And at 16 to 1, I'm willing to give him a chance as my long shot. Small stakes each way, but I think he can give us a good run for our money. We'll then go to my nap, which is in the 12 o'clock at Moulins, the following race with a horse called Silver Poker. Currently 10 to 1 with bookmakers at the moment, and I'm going to recommend an each way bet as my nap here, but I think this horse has got a fantastic chance of going close. And against the same jockey booking of Axel Nico, really, like I said, a promising apprentice, and she's able to claim a handy £9 here. And this horse is trained by Dominique Chenu, who's a trainer I'm not too familiar with. But if you look back at this horse's form, he finished 7th at Lyon in a handicap last time out when he was co-favourite for the race. There was a lot of money behind him. But he ran okay, I thought, but maybe the trip just stretched him. That was over a mile, drops back to 7 furlongs tomorrow. And I think this horse has got a fair chance. And that race has worked out okay from Lyon. The second horse in that race, Stormy Katie, nearly won at Lyon this evening. So the form looks not too bad. And dropping into a claimer will suit this horse. That's the grade that he's not running for a long time. But I think that angle of him taking the class drop will see him in good effect. And I just think with the £9 off the horse's back and over a better distance for it, he should go well. Also, as well, the horse won a handicap at Cannes-sur-Mer earlier in the winter, so he can pop up from time to time. And I just think at a price tomorrow at 10 to 1, I think he's a really solid bet. And I just wasn't so keen with some of the horses at the top of the market in this race. And I just thought at the value and a run for your money, I think as a nap tomorrow, that's an outstanding bet. And for me, like I said, I'm going to recommend it as my nap tomorrow as an each way selection. We then end with our final selection going to the Twilight meeting at Bordeaux, which is in the southwest of France, in the 4:35, and I'm going with a horse here called Levant. Now this horse is currently 10-1 with bookmakers at the moment, and this is my next best. I'm going to recommend each way selection. Now this horse is trained by Jean-Claude Rouget, whose stable have been in good form. On Saturday I think they had 5 winners. They have been a bit stop and starty, but at this track they go very well. And you have to forgive me for my pronunciation of the jockey's name here, but Guillaume Trolly de Prévost, if that's how you pronounce it, is booked for the ride, and he actually rode a couple of winners for Jean-Claude Rouget at the weekend, so definitely watch out for him when he's riding for this yard. Now he won on debut at a track called Tarbes, I think that's how you pronounce it, but he was she was a very well-worthy winner on the day. She's a daughter of Toronado, a great horse for Richard Hannon, and this is in the colours of the Al Shabab Racing. And this horse I think could go well. Won a couple of starts last year, but then turned up in a listed race at a track called Crayon, and disappointed that day when co-favourite for the race. They really fancied it to go well, but something went amiss. But I think the time to catch this horse is fresh. Jean-Claude Rouget, his stable have been in and out of form, I'm not going to lie there, but this horse I just think is a massive price. And I think a lot of the horses in this race, I'm not that convinced with their profile, to be honest with you. And I think if this horse is going to be a good 3-year-old, it's going to have to do the business tomorrow. But it was a very promising 2-year-old, and I can forgive it that listed race. And I just think at price tomorrow at 10-1, with all the good powerful connections behind it, and the yard with a good strike rate at Bordeaux at 10-1, massive each way play. I think this horse could be as short, maybe as 7-2, 10-3 come post time tomorrow. I wouldn't be at all surprised if the money was down. But Levant, for me, at 10-1, I think she's got a great chance, and she's going to be my next best bet. So they're my 3 best bets for tomorrow's racing at Moulins and also as well Bordeaux. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button for more videos here on my YouTube channel. You can also follow me on Twitter as well. On social media, the best place to follow me using my handle at LuckyLoaders15. Check out my website as well, which is www.chrisloaderracing.co.uk. Please gamble responsibly, and we'll be seeing you soon.